In today's climate, nothing will make you a more accurate or confident shooter than Crimson Trace laser sighting systems. Get the immediate, decisive advantage of the world's only grip-integrated laser sights today. Shoot better. Stay safer. Crimson Trace.
I'm a gun owner.
Your views, advice, and questions are the driving force of Gun Talk.
You know, I don't think that guns are scary things.
Visit us online at www.guntalk.com. Call Tom now at 866-TALK-GUN, 866-825-5486. Let us know what you think about the gun-related issues of the day. Now, back to Gun Talk.
I love talking about guns. I love talking about accurate guns and shooting and rifles and optics and hunting. And oh yeah, I love eating critters, especially critters that I was involved in shooting. At this point, let me bring in two of my favorite people. I call them the first couple of guns, hunting, and game cookery. John Barsness and Eileen Clarke. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi. How are you, Tom?
Hi, Tom.
Were you ever referred to as the first couple before? That's the question. You guys have been writing about guns and accuracy and hunting and cooking game for at least a year and a half now.
We're starting to catch on.
Yeah, no kidding. It's amazing. Decades of work and you're an overnight success.
Yeah.
Just for quick background to those who, if they don't know, I mean, you guys, no kidding, have written for most of the major outdoor magazines, gun magazines. Eileen, you've got, 9 books, cookbooks out?
Yeah, I'm starting my 10th now.
Holy, well, you know, there probably is some kind of a syndrome that we could describe to that if you just can't stop. So, all right, well, tell me something you cooked in the last week, some kind of critter thing that you cooked.
Well, I've got jerky cooking in the oven today.
Of course you do.
I think there's something very just about carrying deer jerky in your pocket while you're going out deer hunting.
I like it.
That's what's cooking today.
Okay, that's what's cooking today. Well, you guys have a number of books out, but John, you've got a new book about optics, and then you guys have got the Rifle Looney News. We can take them one at a time or together, however you want to, because I got to tell you, I've been spending some time with the Rifle Looney News. First of all, what is the Rifle Looney News?
Well, Rifle Looney News we have a website, riflesandrecipes.com, and we decided it would be fun to have our own little magazine, just talking about what we're up to. Okay. So we started Rifle Looney News about 5.5 years ago. It comes out 4 times a year, and John talks about the things he knows, the hand loading, the rifles, the shotguns, the hardcore stuff about reloading. Mm-hmm. And then I talk about what I know, the cooking, and we both talk about gear and give truthful reviews. There's no advertising, so it's all the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will also both talk about, just hunting stories. So it's just a lot of fun, yeah.
And I'm flipping through this. I love it because somebody said, well, you guys have got to put this into a book so we don't have to print these out anymore and keep them in the outhouse.
Yeah. They wanted to be able to take it where the internet doesn't go.
Well, and they're short stories. They are outhouse ready, if you will. You can pick up this book and flip to any page and start reading, and you can get your quick fix on guns and hunting and gear and recipes and cooking and all kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, there's long stuff, and then there's short stuff for however long you want to hide out in the outhouse.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to tell you guys will appreciate this. We're getting ready for our deer season. It's just starting here.
Right.
Yeah.
So I go out with Ryan Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, I guess it was. And of course, you know how it is. You got your old guns and your new guns. You're trying to get everything ready. So he's got a single shot 45-70 because that qualifies primitive rifle season here. Go figure. That's the law here. But and I knew that you would appreciate this. And I'm out there with a 257 Roberts, of course.
Of course.
Well, of course, because you guys are fans of the Roberts, I know.
Yeah. Well, yes, we are.
Yes. Okay. What is it about that cartridge that we all like so much?
Oh, well, it's very accurate. It flat shooting. It doesn't bang our shoulders a lot. And, I mean, I killed a cow elk in September with my 257 Roberts.
Wow.
So, 100-grain bullet, a good triple shock, or a good nozzle partition, you can kill just about anything if you place the shot right.
So what you're saying is it doesn't hurt you, and when you shoot things, they fall down and die.
Yeah.
That's about it.
But what do you want? It hurts the game more than it does you.
That's it. And that's part of the secret, isn't it? If it doesn't kick much, you're able to put it where it's supposed to go easier. You're able to be more accurate with it.
Well, certainly. Yeah.
Okay. John, I got to ask you, tell me about your new book on optics.
Well, I wrote it because I did a previous book on optics that came out in 1999 called Optics for the Hunter. And it became obvious after a few years that there were major changes happening in optics. And even though Optics of the Hunter sold very well and a lot of people thought it was one of the best books on the subject, everything had changed so much in the 15 years that it was time to do something new.
Okay.
The two major factors were laser rangefinders. Mm-hmm. They had just started to a few people had started using them in 1999. Now almost everybody has one. You can get one for $100, and the best ones are really good. And that changed not only the distances we were shooting game at, but the scopes we use.
Yes.
We're all using scopes. A lot of us are using. So there's still a lot of people who just sight them in 2 inches high at 100 yards and go hunting. But a lot of people are using scopes with either multiple aiming point reticles, or they're twisting the elevation turret so they can be sighted in dead on at 500 yards or whatever. And that has made changes in the way manufacturers make scopes. They've had to make much more accurate adjustments to meet that demand.
Well, in your book, I know you cover the gear. Do you also cover the how to take advantage of this and how to use your scope for long-range shooting?
Yes, I do. I go into it, and I talk about the advantage of both either reticles or twisting the elevation turret, or both, because a lot of people have both systems in their scope, and they use both depending on what the circumstances are. Some people are more comfortable with one system than the other.
Let me ask you a question, because since you guys are hunters, and I have no problem with people shooting as far as they want to at cardboard and paper. When you start shooting at critters at long range, a lot of people think that they are better than they are, and you get to see a lot of that. What are your thoughts on long-range shooting at critters?
Well, the big problem is not the range anymore, obviously, but the wind.
It's always the wind.
Yeah, the wind. There's no laser rangefinder for the wind. And judging the wind and how it will affect a bullet at longer ranges is very difficult, even for experts.
All right, you guys live out west. For somebody who's out in the east, is used to hunting at where they could see 100 yards, they're not thinking about wind. They go out west, they've got a 400 or 500 yard shot with a nice 20-mile-an-hour wind, using pick a caliber, 270. What kind of drift are we talking about?
At 400 yards with a 20-mile-an-hour wind, you're talking at least a couple feet, depending on the bullet you use. Yeah.
And if you haven't done that before, you may think, well, I'll hold a couple of inches into the wind.
Yeah, and it doesn't work that way. And the wind can also be blowing in more than one direction. In between you and the animal, it can even be blowing up and down. I've seen numerous times in the mountains where bullets actually blew up above their point of aim.
Holy cow!
Yeah. I've been doing this for decades. I've been shooting varmints at long range for decades, and I have a really good idea of what things are going to happen, and I still get surprised. So I don't usually shoot big game. I've never shot a big game animal beyond 500. I've never shot at a big game animal beyond 500 yards. I've shot a lot of varmints beyond 500.
Sure. But it's quite the challenge. Hey, guys, hold on a second. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to come back because we're going to talk about some recipes, some gear, how to properly sight in a rifle, what has changed in scopes, and how good are our optics today, and also some tips for you on how to be a better shooter, more accurate shooter. 866-TALK-GUN will get you in here. We're talking with John Clarke and John Barsness and Eileen Clarke. Check it out, Rifle Looney News. Cool book. Really like this book. We'll be right back.
Waterfowl season is here, and you're pumped, ready, raring to go. But man, those non-toxic shot shells are expensive. Did you know you can reload your own non-toxic ammo for waterfowl hunting? Go take a look at mechreloaders.com. Mech Reloaders have been trusted since 1956, and they have experienced customer service representatives to help you get started. Just go to mechreloaders.com. That's MEC Reloaders.com. Or ask your local retailer.
The new Walther PPX offers a smooth trigger, ambidextrous magazine release, 3 integral safeties, rugged construction, and the famous Walther ergonomic grip. All this at a great price. Right now, get a free magazine, holster, and dual mag pouch when you purchase a PPX. Feel the perfect fit of the Walther PPX at your local gun dealer or go to waltherarms.com for more information. That's waltherarms.com.
Weather can affect your shot. Extreme cold, extreme hot, no matter what, Australian Outback Ammo has you covered. Ammunition loaded to shoot the same spot every time. And now Australian Outback offers 300 blackout with loads from a 125 grain bullet to a 220 grain subsonic load. Check it out at outbackammo.com.au. outbackammo.com.au.
Looking for shooting instruction but don't know where to go? Well, we have it, and you can access hours of training and safety videos, which you can watch on your home computer. On GunTalkTV.com, we have top competitive shooters, the best in self-defense trainers, and folks who have hunted all over the world, helping you learn which gun to buy, how to use it, how to store it safely, and everything else you need to be a safe and competent shooter. We also have gun makers showing off their newest rifles, shotguns, and handguns. Doesn't matter if you're a veteran shooter or a complete beginner, you'll find what you need at GunTalkTV.com. You can check it out for free, and you can get full access for only $5.95 a month. That gives you unlimited access to hundreds of videos, and we're adding more all the time. Run the videos over and over to make sure you understand what's being said. Skip around. You're in control. Get smarter. Shoot better. Visit GunTalkTV.com.
Want your next gun purchase to be fast and hassle-free? Well, at GalleryofGuns.com, you can search through thousands of models from our huge firearms inventory. Find a great offer from a local dealer that includes all fees and taxes. And there's no need to arrange a transfer. Gallery of Guns takes a small deposit on your credit card, and your gun will be at your chosen dealer in as little as 48 hours. Plus, your gun will be covered by our guaranteed lifetime replacement warranty. GalleryofGuns.com. Search, find, buy. It really is just that easy.
The 100% American-made Ruger American Rifle is now paired with the 100% American-made Redfield Revolution 4-Plex Rifle Scope, making it an American icon and rifle scope package offering. The Ruger American Rifle with Redfield Revolution Rifle Scope maintains all of the features of the full-size Ruger American Rifle and also includes a Redfield Revolution 3 to 9x40 rifle scope that offers resettable stainless steel finger-click AccuTrack adjustment. The Ruger American Rifle with Redfield Revolution Rifle Scope, another American-made product from Ruger.
All right, back with you here, 866 Talk Gun, get you in here. We're talking with John Barsness and Eileen Clarke, both the authors of many books. Check out their website, riflesandrecipes.com. That's riflesandrecipes.com. And I'm looking at this new book, guys, the Rifle Looney News. Honestly, it's one of the more fun books I've read in a long time. I'm going to throw a name at you guys we're going to go in the Wayback Machine. And frankly, a name that probably not a lot of people know. But a name that I really respected, Bob Hagel. I think this may be one of the best fun books about guns and hunting that I've read since Bob Hagel was writing.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, Bob was not only very knowledgeable, but he was fun to read because he had all sorts of experience and he told the story well.
Exactly, and you guys do the same thing. You've got everything from, as I say, fun, goofy, and I do mean goofy recipes, Eileen. I don't know how you put some of this stuff together. Some of this sounds like it was a mistake that turned out okay.
Well, we hope it turns out okay.
Well, I'm sure it does. I mean, for a guy like me who, my idea of cooking venison is, get a package or a can of cream of tomato soup and goop it on and throw it in the oven.
Yeah, there you are.
There you go. So we could do better by paying attention to what you have to offer here. But you guys have just put together so many interesting things. John, let me ask you a quick question. Sighting in a rifle. You mentioned there's a myth of sighting in at 25 yards. What's that?
Well, several of the old-time gun writers talked about how it was possible to at least get on paper, but they also had suggestions about how if you sighted in at 25, you'd be on at 225 with certain loads and on at 275 with others.
I remember that, yeah.
And the problem with that is that back in those days, almost all scopes were mounted very low to the bore, low on the barrel. These days, our scopes are mounted higher. And if you sight in at 25 yards, where the bullet is on again is going to vary considerably downrange. And so it's not as simple as it used to be. And you really need to confirm it at longer range. Either 100. I often sight in anymore at 250.
For the
rifle. Yeah.
Do you like to be on at 250?
Yeah, with some rifles.
Okay. All right. Well, I got a question for you. I got callers got a question, a caliber question for you guys. Ryan's on line 4. He's calling out of Houston, Texas. Hey, Ryan, I got to tell you, you'll never have a chance to ask this question to people that know more than these two. So go ahead.
Okay. My question is 7.62 by 39 a good hunting cartridge?
Oh, it can be. Yeah. It's not a long-range cartridge by any means, but it's as powerful as the 30-30, basically, and the 30-30's killed I don't know how many deer and wild hogs and everything in the history of hunting in America. You just don't want to try to stretch it all that much beyond 100 or 150 yards, but it'll do the job.
Hey, Ryan, do you have a 7.62 by 39? Did we lose Ryan? Hey, Ryan, you there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a 7.62 by 39 rifle?
Yes, sir. We have a Mini 30.
A Mini 30. Okay. How old are you, Ryan?
I am 14.
14. All right. John and Eileen, for a 14-year-old, that's not a bad way to go, but you're a little bit range limited, kind of like a 30-30. Would you guys suggest another caliber, a good deer caliber for a young man who is in where are you? You're in Texas, aren't you, Ryan? Yeah, he's in Houston, Texas. So,
okay.
What caliber would you suggest for a good whitetail round?
The 257 Roberts isn't bad.
Hard to go wrong there.
But the only thing about the Roberts, sometimes you can't find factory ammo for it very easily.
That's right.
Today's factory ammo is very good, but it's not everywhere. I like the 243.
243 is a great deer cartridge, and it still doesn't get the respect it deserves.
No, and we kill all sorts of stuff up. Not just Texas deer, but big Montana mule deer and stuff like that with a 243. And a lot of people even use it on elk, and it works just fine. You put the bullet in the right place.
Talk for a second about how much better our ammo is now than 30 years ago.
Oh God, it's the bullets are a lot better.
Yep.
And the velocities are a lot more truthful since everybody got a chronograph.
Right. They couldn't lie to us anymore.
No. It's just tremendous. You can find a specific load for almost any purpose, and because the bullets are better, you don't run into the problems with insufficient penetration that you sometimes used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when Eileen shot her elk with the 257 Roberts this fall. She used a Barnes triple shock. And she's also killed a whole bunch of big animals with even the 243 and 100-grain nozzler partitions. They just work really well. The bullets always expand. They always penetrate. Well, something can happen once in a million times with anything.
Sure. I mean, you hit a big bone, something could happen, but still, all things being equal, with the good bullets we have today, and that's the real proviso there, is that you use good bullets, you get good penetration, and you shoot stuff and it falls down.
Exactly. You hit them in the right place, and it works.
There you go.
A lot of people don't think a 243 is suitable for larger animals, but A couple of years ago, I got this really beefy white-tailed buck. I mean, he was the biggest chest that I'd measured, and John had measured in a very, very long time. And I shot him with a .243 with 100 grain. I think it was
the nozzle partition.
The nozzle partition bullet, and he just went down, immediately.
They will do that if you hit them the right place. Yes.
Well, they'll do that. I just don't see the point in beating yourself to death.
I'm with you. Now, guys, can people order your books off your website, riflesandrecipes.com?
They can, and if they don't like going to the website, they can also give me a call at 406-521-0273, and I can take your credit card over the phone.
Okay, it's 406-521-0273, or go to riflesandrecipes.com. We've got the new books. Let's see. We've got the Rifle Looney News. I cannot recommend this book too highly. This thing is just a wonderful book. You guys have knocked it out of the park. And then, of course, John's Modern Hunting Optics, if you want to catch up with what's going on. We're not talking just scopes here. We're talking binoculars, spotting scopes, red dot scopes, reticles, crosshairs, turrets, placement, parallax. And parallax is so – nobody understands parallax, John.
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. I hope I make it simple in the book.
It is, but the thing is, if you get the book, then you'll find out not just what it is, but why it's important to you and why it can actually, on some shots, could actually cause you to miss and why you have to pay attention to it. Guys, again, congratulations. Wonderful books. You guys always do a great job. It's just such a pleasure being able to recommend your products, man.
Well, great. Good talking to you again, Tom.
All right, you guys take care. It's John Barsness and Eileen Clarke. Their website is riflesandrecipes.com. You got some, Christmas buying season coming up. You got cookbooks there. You got optics books and the Rifle Looney News. You trust me, just buy the book. You will love it. It's that good. No kidding. It really is. All right, when we come back, we're going to be giving away stuff. We have one of the best giveaways we've ever had coming up. That'll be right here. And you can be one of the first ones to enter on this deal. So we have all of that coming up. Also, we're looking for your range reports. Give us a holler. 866-TALK-GUN. I'm Tom Gresham, and this is Gun Talk.
One of Talker Magazine's 100 most important radio talk show hosts in America. You're listening to Gun Talk, heard every week at this time on great radio stations across America. Stay tuned. Gun Talk is coming right back. Covering all aspects of gun ownership every week on this fine radio station. You're listening to Gun Talk with Tom Gresham.
All right, we do have a big announcement, some giveaways, but I want to get to Angie because she's been on hold for a little while. She's on line 3 out of Medford, Oregon. Angie, thank you so much for holding on. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks, Tom.
Okay, well, so tell me about this. Do you have this cool SIG pistol?
I do. I have been through, I've got arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis as well, and I'm only like 45, which was a bummer because I was really getting into hunting when I came down with it. So I went through all of the automatic. I wanted a really nice concealed carry pistol.
Okay.
Just because I've been, snug up on the woods. I have to worry about the human predator more than the animal predator.
Understand.
As a woman, you have to keep your eyes peeled.
Sure.
But anyway, I tried out the 380, the SIG, and that I could not believe that I could jack around into that.
It's the SIG P238.
Right.
What a wonderful... It's like a little bitty 1911 with a great trigger pull, and it just works.
Yes, it was awesome. I got to test round it the other day, and it was perfect.
Let me ask you, they have this in a number of different configurations. Did you get one that has the cool colors, or did you get pretty much the... No?
No, I didn't. I like the cool colors, but
yeah.
I'm getting it for concealed carry, so... I didn't want a purple flashy one.
No. Okay, I understand. So how much have you had a chance to shoot this gun?
I got it on sale for $550, as well as they had magazines. They had a giveaway for you get 2 free magazines and
yes, the promotion.
Case.
Right.
Yeah, so I got that as well.
Good. Have you shot it much?
Just the one time, and I am going to definitely get the trigger laser sight.
You're going to get your laser sight. I tell you what, don't go anywhere. Hold on here. Have I got a guy for you? Just hold on a second here, Angie. We're going to go ahead and jumpstart our guest is going to come in here because we just have to. If we're talking about lasers on guns, we got to do this. Kent Thomas is with us from Crimson Trace. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
How are you, Mr. Gresham?
I am good. You've been listening to Angie?
I have in beautiful Medford, Oregon, just south of here, about 4 hours.
Okay, well, you got Angie on the line. Angie just got this SIG P238. I haven't even looked on your website. I'm not even sure. I just want you to talk for a second to Angie about lasers.
Sure. Quick question for you, Angie. Well, first of all, congratulations on the purchase. That really is a fantastic concealed carry weapon, and it sounds like you got a great price on it.
Yeah.
Quick question: what made you consider to put a laser sighting system on it in the first place?
Just for the recoil and trying to re-sight after you shoot.
Yeah. So accuracy and maybe a little bit of confidence on such a small gun, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
No, great choice. So we do offer a what we call a laser guard, so it fits around the trigger guard for the 238. And actually, the laser guard for this particular pistol is in our top 10, 12 sellers and has been for the last year or so, just because of the popularity of that particular pistol for exactly why you bought it. So, again, I applaud you on your choice. It's fantastic for what you want to use it for.
Hey, Angie, it's Tom here. I'm going to jump in because what Kent's not telling you, I just went on his website. They've got the laser guard for the SIG P238, and they've got a combo, and you can get a pocket holster for it that will take the pistol with the laser sight on it, and you get the holster for $10 extra. It's a heck of a deal. Kent,
that's correct.
Wow.
I got to talk to you about selling, man. That's a good deal.
I'm not a salesman. I've been told 1,000 times I'm not a salesman.
Cool, and it actually fits on the front of the trigger just exactly like the SIG model does.
It's similar. So it snaps around the trigger guard just in a clamshell design. So it's 2 pieces, and it just snaps around the trigger guard, and it takes you about 60 to 70 seconds to do it. Goes together with a couple screws, and then we have that particular model has windage and elevation. So to sight it into your sight picture, you can adjust where the laser hits at whatever distance you prefer, so that it's essentially customized to your sight picture.
Yeah, it's a cool deal. And if you want more information on that, Angie, just go to their website. It's crimsontrace.com. crimsontrace.com. And, of course, you can order it online. You can get it for local stores. A lot of ways to get that thing. Angie, you made a great choice. And for those who don't know, the reason Angie was calling is we had a lady called earlier. She was looking for a gun to handle semi-auto because she had arthritis in her hands. And Angie says, hey, I got rheumatoid arthritis. Let me tell you what's working for me. Angie, thank you so much. Love that range report. We're all helping each other out here. And Kent, thank you for that. Tell you what, Kent, let's do this. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll make our big announcement of our Crimson Trace giveaway this month, okay?
Sounds great.
We'll do that with Kent. Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got a cool announcement for you. We'll talk about what's going on at Crimson Trace. And we'll take your calls, comments, questions. And if you think that we're crazy as all get out, well, call me. Take a number. I mean, you won't be the first one. 866-TALK-GUN. Be right back.
One machine, one operator. Each machine is run by a single pair of hands. Hands that spend all day, every day, learning the machine inside and out. We don't believe in quotas. The point is crafting faultless ammunition, no matter how long that takes. It's not quick or easy. Being the best never is. Black Hills Ammunition. It started with our hands.
Are you looking for a place to shoot? The National Shooting Sports Foundation has a great website called wheretoshoot.org. It's the largest database of shooting ranges on the internet. It's also a great resource for shooters where you can find video tips, printable targets, and a lot more. Find it online at wheretoshoot.org. And while you're there, download their free iPhone app. That's wheretoshoot.org.
If you're looking for a safe and trusted way to sell your firearms, look no further than Dury's Gun Shop. I trusted them to sell my dad's collection. They built their business for over 50 years on honesty and customer service. Dury's Guns will buy any size collection or estate, none too big or too small. Selling your firearms to Dury's Guns is easy. Go with the pros. I trust Dury's Guns. DurysGuns.com.
The XDM 3.8 Compact from Springfield Armory is 2 guns in 1. Use as your concealed carry gun with a compact magazine and use the extended magazine for home defense. Carry 13 rounds of 9mm in the compact magazine and a whopping 19 rounds in the extended magazine. To see the entire family of Springfield Armory XDM pistols, go to SpringfieldArmory.com. That's SpringfieldArmory.com.
The Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently. When it comes to personal protection, nothing beats a Bodyguard. Choose the lightweight, compact, and concealable Bodyguard 380 pistol or the Bodyguard 38 revolver, both with a built-in laser sight. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently.
Yeah, it's time to give away stuff on Gun Talk. We're visiting with Kent Thomas from Crimson Trace, and we got a heck of a giveaway this month. You know, it's not often you have a program like this, a giveaway where absolutely every single person who enters actually wins something. That's pretty cool.
Well, you know, I appreciate that, and we try to make it easy for everyone. And if we've had quite a great relationship with Gun Talk for quite a while, and you know, we're very lucky that your listeners give us a great deal of feedback throughout the year for many years. So it's a pretty easy thing for us to do to say thank you. And any of your listeners who are participating, we want to make sure they walk away with something.
Okay, well, cool. Well, I mean, this is our monthly giveaway here, and this is a special deal this time because it's the Crimson Trace Condition Crimson giveaway. If you go to guntalk.com/win, WIN, you can enter for a chance. And by doing so, you sign up for our Truth Squad newsletter. And first of all, every single person who enters is going to get your very high-end, cool laser training DVD called The Laser's Edge. I mean, everybody gets that, right?
Correct. We built this training DVD about 2 years ago, and there's just short of a million of them in the marketplace right now. And the feedback on the DVD has been phenomenal. And really, we enlisted the help of a lot of industry folks and a lot of experts to help educate the consumer how to be a more accurate and more confident shooter with laser sighting systems, just like Angie, your last caller.
And I want to make sure people understand this is not a sales piece. This is a training video. It teaches you how to use it, when to use it. And as you guys often say, look, when the sights are available, use the sights. And when the laser is appropriate, use the laser. Use what works for you in a given situation.
Absolutely. We believe very much in fundamentals and, you know, front sight. Learn how to shoot your weapon first. And laser sighting systems, Crimson Trace in particular, they augment that training. They augment your accuracy.
Exactly. Okay, and grand prize is very cool. What is this Condition Crimson Preparedness Kit you've put together?
You said that very well. You're like a professional, Tom.
I'm reading slowly because that's as fast as I can read.
Condition Crimson is our new campaign, and we've worked on this campaign for the better part of a year and a half. And very brief explanation: Condition Crimson, what it means is it's it's a state of mind. It's a state of being. And Condition Crimson really means, have you done everything that you can to prepare yourself, period. To some people, that means going to the range an extra day a week, maybe an extra weekend a month. To other people, it may mean, gosh, I've never taken a concealed carry class. It's time for me to cross that threshold. For some people, it means I've really considered purchasing a handgun for concealed carry, like Angie just called, and now I'm going to cross that threshold, and I am going to carry. And now that you have the responsibility of carrying, have you done absolutely everything you can to prepare yourself for whatever happens next? And Condition Crimson really speaks to all segments of the marketplace, whether you're an expert, whether you believe you're an expert, whether you're a new consumer into the marketplace and never carried before. So what we want to do for your listeners is we've put together a preparedness package. So anything and everything that you would need to be a concealed carry person in today's marketplace, we've put together for you. So you get your choice of a laser sighting system. You get a range bag, hats, T-shirts. You get the DVD and a holster for your weapon as well. So if you're the grand prize winner, all you need to do is open the box, and you are ready to roll.
You forgot the coolest part.
Tell me what that is, Tom.
A neon sign? What is this neon sign thing?
Well, everybody wants a neon sign in their house, don't they?
I love it. I want one. This sounds so cool.
So when you go into the retail environment, if you go into your local gun store and they're an authorized Crimson Trace dealer of a certain level,
right.
You see all kinds of cool swag around the store, and one of those things is a neon sign. And we thought, you know what? If you're going to be a Crimson Trace consumer, you might as well be loud and proud about it and put it in your man cave or put it in your living room or heck, even in your bathroom, whatever.
That is so cool. So for grand prize winner gets all of this stuff plus the Crimson Trace neon sign. There's also going to be giving away your 20th anniversary Master Series laser grips, which are limited edition. There are only so many. How many of those do you make?
We only made 1,000, and there's less than 100 left.
Jeez, so somebody's going to get that. That's a collector's item. A Railmaster Pro, a Railmaster, and then literally everybody who enters is going to get the DVD, which is you're an instant winner. So you go to guntalk.com/win, WIN. We'll get you there. By the way, I got to tell you, we're real close to releasing this season's first-person defender, and we got some from the files of Crimson Trace in that, and there's some harrowing stories of people who have saved their lives with guns and with lasers. Great stuff. We're really going to have fun with this.
I cannot wait.
It's cool stuff. You guys are knocking it out of the park. You make good products. You got a good family-type company. I love, working with you guys. I mean, people, I know they hear us say this, but they just don't understand that you really do have a neat company there. You really do.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We're coming up on the end of our 20th year anniversary, and it's a pretty big responsibility to be the leader in the industry for laser sighting systems, and to have built essentially a whole marketplace for laser sights. And you guys at Gun Talk and with our relationship with First Person Defender have really helped educate the U.S. consumer about this, and we can't thank you enough.
Well, it's a pleasure, and education is kind of the core of what we're all doing here, so we enjoy it. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate it. We love being able to offer this stuff to our listeners and our fans, our fellow shooters. So that's what we're up to. Kent, thank you so much, and I'll see you in Las Vegas at the SHOT Show.
Can't wait. Thanks a bunch, Tom.
Take care. All right, check it out. You got to go there right now. Guntalk.com/win. Take a look at the rundown of the prizes. Cool stuff. Everybody's going to win a DVD. Everybody gets a DVD. And it's a good DVD. It's not just sales stuff. I'm telling you, it's really good training. Good stuff out there. All right, when we come back, we got Matt disagrees with me on the 243. Tim wants to talk about ballistic gel. You can get in. 866-TALK-GUN. That'll get you in here. I'm Tom Gresham. This is Gun Talk.
Gun Talk stands for safety, personal responsibility, and common courtesy. To be a part of the show, call 1-TOM-TALK-GUN. Gun Talk will be right back.
All right, back with you, 866 Talk Gun. Mark couldn't hold, but he called in. He had a question for me. He says, is it harmful to a revolver or an autoloader to use CCI shot cartridges for predators? He said somebody told him it would ruin his barrel. That's what we call an OWT, an old wives' tale. We have a no OWT policy around here. No, of course, it's not going to hurt your barrel. It's a plastic shot cup. It's soft lead shot. No, it's not going to. I mean, you could possibly get a little plastic fouling in the barrel. Not a big deal. Not, don't worry about it. No, it's not going to be a problem. Shoot the shot loads in your revolver or your autoloader, and don't worry about it hurting your barrel. I mean, you clean the barrel like you always would. All right. Tim's in Carson City on line 1. Tim, you want to make some ballistic gel? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm always on the quest for something new to shoot up. And I thought, well, I've got a bunch of plastic gallon jugs. And instead of filling with water or sand, I thought, hey, it'd be neat to do ballistic gel. And I came across a recipe that you could actually create that, but actually using frames. I mean, and pop the stuff out like a cake. So I was wondering, before I get involved in all of that, have you heard of doing that? Is it a waste of time, or is it a big mess?
Yes, it's a waste of time, and it's a big mess, and it's a lot of fun. That's why we do this silly stuff. Of course it is. And yes, you should do it. I mean, you're basically making very dense Jell-O, and understand that like Jell-O, you got to make it up. You got to have get the water hot. The temperature's got to be just right. You got to stir the heck out of it. You got to pour it in the mold. You got to have a big old refrigerator to put it in, and you refrigerate this stuff, and then you got to get it out to the range before it melts. Now, this time of year, that may not be a problem. In the South, in the summer, that's a real problem. And then you shoot it, and you can take pictures of it. You can shoot video of it. You can use your new cool iPhone with slow motion and get the slow mo video. And is there any value to it? Who knows? I mean, for us, it's cool because we do TV with it. For anybody else, sure, why not? It's a fun thing to do. I would say do it. See what you will get tired of it quickly enough, and the novelty will wear off. But it's a fun thing to do.
I got you. That's why I thought maybe just use it in a gallon jug, and maybe stack a few behind that or something like that.
No. Much more fun to make it in the cake form so you can see it. After you shoot it, you can see the bullet path through it. Don't do the jugs. Make it in the big block form. Go the whole route. Make it. It's a pain in the rear end, but do it because that's got to be more educational and more informative for you. By the way, if you want to look, anybody wants to look at, there's a company making preform. They will ship you ready to go ballistic gel. It's a different formula, and it does not require refrigeration. It's called Clear Ballistics. Their website is clearballistics.com. Let me quickly get to Matt on line 4 because he's got a bone to pick with me. Matt, go for it, man. 243 on mule deer especially. No?
Not necessarily a bone to pick with you. I listened to you on KSUB 590 out of Cedar City, Utah.
Okay.
I think one of your big advertisers is here in Cedar. But anyway, I've been hunting professionally for 38 years, and in that 38 years, I've lost 6 animals that I couldn't find for somebody, and 3 of them was somebody who thought they could kill an elk. 2 of them thought they could kill an elk, and 1 of them thought they could kill a little deer on a long-range shot with a 243, and they didn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider a 243 good for long range. It just doesn't have the energy. You're looking at, a smaller bullet, lighter bullet, but inside of, 200 yards, if you could shoot them through the heart or the heart lungs, I would not have a problem with that. But no, I'm with you, man. That's not a long range cartridge. I'm not sure anybody would argue that. If you're going to go out 300, 400, 500 yards, you need something that's going to hit with a minimum of 1,000 foot-pounds energy. And I would really, on a big mule deer and certainly an elk, I would like to be hitting with 1,500 foot-pounds of energy. 243 is not going to deliver that for you. But inside of 200 yards, yeah, go for it. All right, 866 Talk Gun. When we come back, we're going to have more guests and your range reports here on Gun Talk.
No black helicopters here, just the facts about gun rights and gun ownership. This is Gun Talk.